Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of
Advice from Your Besties.
Woo!
And each week we have questions. We'll answer them. You'll get some advice. So this is actually coming from a hot topic of the week. Is that Butch whining?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Have you heard about the whole Noah Cyrus, Tish Cyrus debacle? Okay, so if you don't know, Noah Cyrus is, I think, 22, 23 years old. Her mom, Tish, is probably like 55. And
Miley's family.
Noah was apparently dating this guy, Dominic Parcell, who is like 55. She's 23. Okay. And then he ended up ditching her and marrying her mom.
Marrying her mom?
Marrying her mom. Dominic dated Noah, and then
When did
he
they get
married her
married?
mom. I think just like recently. Like, yeah. Like
I didn't know they got married.
like a week or two ago or something.
Okay.
Which is why all this drama is popping up. So basically, Noah wasn't allowed to go to the wedding because her and her mom had a falling out because apparently her mom stole her boyfriend from her. It makes me sick. Like, so here's the thing. What are your thoughts on having
Stealing my mom's
on your
husband?
stealing your mom's husband? Or what if your mom stole your husband from you?
I feel like there are times she would.
Doesn't that, is that like the ick or is that just like weird?
It's the fucking ick. Like, what the fuck, bitch? That's what it's like.
Find your own man.
Ugh. Yeah, that's exactly right. That's it.
Okay.
It's so annoying. She flirts with him all the time, and they have like side conversations. I somehow always blame her. I don't ever blame him, and I should probably, like, he's probably just as culpable. But she acts differently my mom acts differently when she's around Doug, and she's like, "Oh, honey, ha ha ha. You know, Doug and I are closer in age than you are."
That's true.
And was like, "Yeah, sorry for you guys." And she's like, "Yo, you know what? I don't have a husband, and you do, and it's so hard for me being alone." And she always is flirting with him.
That is ick city.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing will ever happen.
I don't care if it does.
Yeah.
But
like the thought of that.
it's so what? It's like, bitch. Like, why can't you just be happy for me and just like leave it?
Right.
Why is everything I have something for you to take?
That's her MO.
It is. Yeah. However, when it comes to the Cyruses, question, why would you want to marry the man that dates a 22-year-old?
I know. That's what I'm saying. I'm like, what is wrong with this guy? You're dating a child and then you want to date her mom? Like, that's some like freaky fetish.
And if I were the mom, again, I'm not a mom, but if I were, I wouldn't want to take my daughter's husband.
And like, your husband had sex with your daughter.
Now you have had sex with your daughter.
Yeah. And you know he's comparing.
Oh.
Like, it's so fucked up.
It's not right.
It's not right at all. Like, I think there's something wrong with him.
I think there's something wrong with mom. I'm going to place the blame on mom.
Okay.
Tish, come on now. What are you doing? First of all, he makes questionable choices. And you're going to marry this gentleman? He was just with your daughter. I just can't believe no one's got enough, like, boundaries to be like, this isn't healthy. This is not conducive. This marriage is probably not going to last a lifetime.
No, because it's already causing a rift in the family.
Why would you put anything that sacrifices you and your daughter's relationship? Like my mother, I don't know. Is it your choice that like men come first? Are you so desperate for a man's approval and attention that this is the only guy that will do?
I mean, she might be. It sounds like she really, really wanted to find a husband.
I really, really want to find a husband too, but I'm not going to sleep with my daughter's husband or boyfriend.
Ugh.
I'm just like, that shouldn't even, like, if you're in a healthy place, like, that shouldn't register as an option.
I feel like this is what happened, is that Noah was dating Dominic, and then Tish was, like, talking to Dominic, like, well, I don't really think this is appropriate for you to date my daughter. And then somehow she swooped on in, but she's like, but it's appropriate to date me.
I wonder if it was like, come over for family dinner, and then Noah was in the bathroom, and then they started like playing footsie under the table.
yeah.
Let me get your phone number. Let me text you, and then start texting. And then like, were they equal? Were they both talking shit? Okay, and this is what's wrong with the female race, is that no, I'm serious.
Okay.
Like, women don't trust other women for shit like this.
Mm-hmm.
And now your own mom's doing it to you. This brings up a lot of anxiety for me.
So now Noah will definitely not have any trust in anyone or anything.
Nor should she.
Now she's fucked up for life.
Yeah, it really has. And like, Mom, did you not consider the irreparable damage that she might have? And maybe Noah's like really well adjusted and is like, you two deserve each other, bloody blah.
I don't think so.
No, I wouldn't be. But it's like, I had a best friend, the one from Buffalo.
Mm-hmm.
And when she came out and Doug and I were still actively married, she came to Colorado and I said, hey, heads up. I know you've met her before, but this is what's going to happen. She's going to start flirting with you when I go to the bathroom, and she's going to start making advances. And then she's going to like triangulate and make it about the two of you. And then like the two of you gang up against me, which is very similar to the way my mom interacts with me. So I'm down with this. I don't love it, but I know this equation. Sure as shit, I leave to go to the bathroom. I should have held it.
Should have gotten a UTI.
And he was like, you called it. I was like, girl, I've been Doug, I told you this has been happening 20 years. And then she'd be like, no, Doug, bloody, bloody, blah.
Oh.
And like touch him on the arm and be like,
So obvious.
our girl, bloody, blah. And I was like, fucking hate this game.
Wow.
So that it wasn't really until our friendship that I started trusting women that it's like, it's okay to go to the bathroom.
You can keep them. I got my own.
I gotta go to the bathroom. It's like, do you want your husband or do you want to go to the bathroom? Which do you want?
I never saw her use the bathroom for years.
And the thing is, if that's the relationship you have, you can't leave. Then like you should. And that's my sage advice for today.
Yeah, Noah probably was in the bathroom for too long. It was her own fault.
So sad. I do feel bad for the kid.
I do feel bad for her. Okay, this is a story that I found about plastic surgery. So there's an uptick in men wanting the same nipples as David Beckham. Like they're bringing in a photo of David Beckham's nipples and they're like, this is what I want.
Fantastic. I love it.
So if you were to get a really absurd plastic surgery, what would you get?
Well, I don't know what my choices are.
Anything you want.
I would reduce the size of my pepperonis.
Want some David Beckham nipples?
I would just reduce the size of the pepperonis from DiGiorno to like to the hard salamis.
A little personal pan size.
Like pancetta. Like erasers.
I think I'll get my nipples to be like less like they're like little erasers.
Yeah.
And like wrinkly, maybe like a smooth out.
A smooth out, like like a filter on your on your eraser?
Yeah, like a filter. Yeah.
I think that's just the skin retracting when it's cold.
It must be. Uh-huh. I wish there was some kind of when I was working out at the gym yesterday, I was nipping out so hard. And I'm like, I wish there was some kind of thing where they could just like invert inside of you.
instead of
out. So if there's a surgery to do that, that's what I want.
I volunteer as tribute. I don't know. What were you saying? Something about nipping out. Working out, nipping out. I wish nipping out wasn't such a problem.
I know.
Or like, I can't help it. It's natural. Just like all people, but it's like it's
so distracting to myself, like
that they're thinking about me nipping out.
I
was like, I have no control over this. This is like a chemical reaction.
I know. And this workout class I went to last night, oh my gosh, you should come. There were like 10 or 12 guys and 2 girls.
Nervous. I'll take the night off from work. Plus, I actually really enjoy working out with guys. All the classes, we've talked about this before, but all the classes I do are primarily female based, and like it means nothing to me. But what I like is the extra effort men bring and
Right.
the energy that they bring. I just like seeing where do I compare
Mm-hmm.
and how much more and how hard am I working out. Not that they're working out harder than ladies, but it just brings a different energy, and I like to work out near them sometimes.
Yeah, same. We were doing box jumps yesterday. I'm like, okay, this guy's doing that. Like, I'm gonna go faster. Because the lady I was paired up with, she was like chilling. I'm like, no, we gotta go fast.
You had to have a partner?
Yeah, because there were
It's like a sack race?
Sure. Oh, actually, to answer the question, if I would get like a different, like a weird place, I would get like my second toe shorter than my big toe. I would take a knuckle out.
110%.
That's what I would do.
That would be 2. We go 2 for 1. 4 toes for the price of 2.
You can make a whole new toe out of the
and then slap it on the end. Yeah, 100%. That's a good one.
Yeah. I don't know what else I would do. I think that's like
no, I'm pretty pleased with what I got.
Yeah. I think that's the only thing.
You know, you kind of caught me off guard with this question.
Yeah.
I'll probably have an answer for you next week. I'm not fast on my toes.
I want no wrinkly kneecaps.
Doesn't faze me in the slightest.
Let's see. I think that's about it.
Yeah. The toe thing would be cool.
The toe thing for sure. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Well, that's all I got.
Well, wasn't that fun?
Yeah. Time's up. All right. Make sure you share this episode with your bestie because they will definitely have a good laugh. And follow us on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube at So Fired Pod, and then follow and then subscribe on Apple, Spotify, YouTube, wherever you get your podcast, and leave us a 5-star review because we're amazing. Thank you.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Disclaimer. This podcast is for entertainment purposes only. The stories and statements expressed herein are experiences and opinions. They may not represent the views of the production studio or the hosts. If you disagree with our content, that's okay. No podcast is perfect for everyone.